I'm Cheryl.
I'm Austin.
I'm Micaiah, and now it's time for CHS Today.
Student Council will sponsor all of the homecoming festivities. They need some volunteers to make sure these events are successful. They need line judges for Homecoming Olympics. The Olympics will take place Wednesday, September 22nd, starting at 7 on the CHS football field. We ask the judges be on the field at 6:40. If the Olympics have to be inside due to weather, students will be required to wear masks.
Self-nomination forms for homecoming court can be picked up and dropped off in the office. They must be turned back into the office by Friday. Please see Mrs. Stork if you have any questions.
Picture Makeup Day will be October 14th.
Chromebook accident protection policy forms and money are due on Friday, September 17th. Turn them in to Mrs. Geesting in the Media Center or to Mrs. Osterman in the bookstore.
If you are interested in Homecoming Olympics this year, you must pick up forms in Mrs. Stork's room, JE 213. The forms must be turned in with a $20 participation fee by next Wednesday, September 15th, to Mrs. Stork. Team names are first come, first served.
Student Council announced its plans for Homecoming Week, September 20th to 24th. Monday will be Animal Prints Day, Tuesday will be Tacky Sweater or Dress Day, Wednesday will be Western Day with flannels. It will also be Olympic Team Shirt Day. Thursday will be Hat Day, and Friday will be Red Out Day in Spartan Spirit clothing.
The freshman class is selling school spirit wear. There are options for both class of 2025 shirts and general CHS shirts. The shirt collar options are gray and red. Order forms can be picked up in the choir room, Jennings 113, or the freshman English classrooms. Order forms are due tomorrow to any of those same locations, but money is not due until the shirts are picked up. If you have any questions, please see Mrs. Wilson in the choir room or Mr. Vaughn in Jennings 113.
Every Thursday, the FCA Club will be meeting in the choir room during SRE.
If you are bringing a guest to homecoming who does not attend CHS, you must pick up a guest request form in the office. You must make sure the form is turned in at least 4 days before the dance in order for your guest to attend with you.
The French Club meeting will start at 5 p.m. today in JA 201. Bring your own beverage. We will be watching The Little Prince.
The Student Advisory Club needs to see Mrs. Dungan in the library during SRE on Thursday, September 9th. Members that should attend include Michael Waters, Paris Brooks, Reagan DeMont, Landon Guys, Kara Gibson, Oakley Marie, Gabriela Rivera, Joshua Smith.
Now here's Mr. Vaughn with some information on the Clarion.
All right, just going to talk a little bit about the Clarion. This Connersville High School student-led newspaper. We had some big changes and some big things last year. We hadn't printed a physical paper for some time, and with the help of our editors, a lot of work from our editors, we were able to do that. We've had 3 physical copies last year, and this year we plan to have 2 copies every 9 weeks at least. So look for those coming out. The first one should be coming out very soon, and they'll have more information on there that will lead you to our site, but we really want to get some interest in the physical paper, folks looking at that. And also, if you're interested in being involved in Clarion, Cohesican, anything publications, photography, come to JE113 and talk to Mr. Vaughn. We would love to have you involved either in class or in a club.
On Monday, a Maryland resident spotted a herd of zebras in their backyard. Animal control was called in and successfully lured all but 3 of the zebras into the enclosure. They are now asking residents to not spook the zebras as caregivers work to lure the rest to safety.
An Australian boy was rescued from the woods after being lost for 4 days. The child is 3 years old and has autism. A police helicopter found the boy in the family's property drinking water from the creek about 500 yards away from the family's home.
Mr. Russell has some things to say about the parking lots and proper driving.
Hello CHS, this is Mr. Russell for a special report. I've been asked to talk a little bit about the driving here at CHS. A couple of things. One is you need to have your mirror tag. Be sure you come to the office, get your paperwork, get it filled out, take it home. Remember, it's free this year, it doesn't cost you anything. Bring it back, and then once you get it back, you get your tag. Your tag needs to be hanging from your mirror. We need to be able to see the number on it. That's how we identify vehicles. If there's an accident or an incident that happens, and we need to know who is driving that vehicle, so be sure that you get that tag. Pretty soon we're going to be putting those ugly stickers on there if you don't have your tag, and then after that we start towing some vehicles, so don't let that occur. That gets expensive, so just be sure that you get that filled out and get that taken care of. Be responsible. A couple other things. One is we're talking about driving after school. When you leave, be sure that you follow the proper path. We have one-ways. We don't want people driving in all different directions. That gets a lot of congestion. We want to be sure that we're avoiding that. Be sure that you are parking in the proper areas. You can park over in the Waterloo, over by the pool, between the pool and the football stadium, or you can park, I'm sorry, that's the Columbia. Waterloo is over by between the vocational school, WCC, and here. So you can park in either one of those. Be sure that you're parking the right way, staying between the lines. Also, we've had a little bit of trouble this year with some safety issues, people squealing tires and driving too fast. Remember, if you do not follow the safety rules here at CHS and you're driving, then your driving privileges to CHS can be revoked. So you will not be able to drive here. So be sure that you're being safe. You don't want to hurt yourself or hurt anybody else. I guess that's it. If there's any questions you need to ask, feel free to email me or stop by, and I'll answer them the best that I can. Until next week, this is Mr. Russell. Take care.
Lunch for tomorrow is a Nashville hot chicken sandwich or a chicken patty sandwich with cheese, with pickles, and a side of Boston baked beans and seasoned waffle fries. Other options include barbecue rib sandwich, a homemade veggie burger, a classic American cheeseburger, and oven-baked curly fries.
It's cloudy out. Now here's Toby with your weather.
Thanks, guys. Looking at the weather action for today, we're going to see the temperatures in the low 70s, and as we move into the evening, they'll rise a little bit, but still stay in the low 70s, and some clouds are going to show up. Moving in tomorrow, and as we look into the rest of the week, we're going to see the temperatures stay in the low to mid 70s, and as we move into the weekend, it's going to rise up into the 80s, and on Sunday and Monday, it's going to move into the low 90s. That's all for the weather. Now back to the desk.
Now over to Lakaya.
With the sports.
Guys, the Lady Spartan volleyball team came out victorious against Anderson, with varsity winning 3-0 and JV 2-0. Brenna Ellis had 32 assists and 4 digs. Erica Smith with 22 kills and 2 blocks and 12 digs. Tori Hansen with 3 kills and 6 digs. Hope Kelly with 10 digs. Haley Simbach with 7 kills, 3 blocks, and 7 digs. Switch actions for tonight. Boys varsity tennis at home starting at 5. Boys JV and varsity soccer at home starting at 5. And girls JV soccer starting at 5:30. Sports action for tomorrow is varsity football away starting at 7. Now back to the desk with birthdays.
Birthdays for today are Max Ackerman and Brooklyn McIntyre.
Birthdays for tomorrow are Nate Garrison. Happy birthday.
I get to wear my flannel.
It's almost Friday.
No, it's all for CHS today.